Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Mohammad Shazib Islam. I am CEO and founder. The topic we are going to discuss is artificial intelligence based home automation. This project is of Sarzon, and before going to the project of home automation, let's just have a brief intro about Sarzon. That what is Sarzon SMC Private Limited, and what are its main objectives. So basically, Sarzan was founded in 2015. It's a Pakistani-based company, and its basic aim is to promote and provide automation and technical assistance to people at affordable rate. And Alhamdulillah, Sarzan has achieved this thing to a very good extent. About services, Sarzon is providing automation services. Then wireless communication will deal in all type of radio communication which are done by the wireless. For example, Baofeng 888, Motorola handset. These are walkie-talkie communication. Uh, Samsung has also provided same services to Ikra University at multiple events, to Air University and to other universities too. And it has also provided the wireless communication to Centaurus. Then we do 3D designing. We have 3D. We have created 3D printers, and they have multiple capabilities. Then Internet of Things, computer numeric controlled machine CNC. We manufacture them in Pakistan. We have multiple clients, and those client lists will be discussed later. Then we give technical assistance. This includes software, hardware, and if you have or if you already have something which some machines which you want us to to repair or to modify, or you need assistance in them, we provide that too. Then industrial chemicals and spare part, we do provide industrial chemicals. We have a contract with Tara Chemical Faisalabad. Then vehicle tracking and software solutions, these are our services. Moving further about the projects Sarzun has secured till now, there are multiple projects, but from them, these are the few which we think are best. One is ARD, Automatic Renewal of Driving License. This project was with Islamabad Police. The project has been approved. It's waiting for the budget. Complete management software tool for Light Hospital. This is functional in Light Hospital, Faisalabad. It's a government hospital, and we provide complete software solution for them. That include their inventory, their medical slips, and each and every record they need to give to the patient, or they need to keep with them. Then one box cybersecurity device. This was for South African government. There's a company named Magneto. This is South African based company. They outsourced their project to us, and we did that for them. Then there's a smart mirror for we made it for multiple users, but the smart mirror was initiative. And starting from smart mirror, we went on to the next product which we are working on, and this presentation is about that product. That product include artificial intelligence in that. Then CNC modification to Seger Industries, that's what we have done. Seger Industries is in Rawat. They had the old big machines which were hydraulically controlled. Those were also CNC, but hydraulic controlled CNC. We converted them using PLC5 and ladder logic to the latest CNC technology. Then we have CNC manufacturing for Vakar Engineering Faisalabad. We made a CNC. The Vakar Engineering Faisalabad works on the products of iron. They make things out of iron, and they need a lathe machine. They need machineries like that. So we built a CNC for them, and Alhamdulillah, the precision of CNC was 0.01 millimeter, and the CNC was two axis CNC X and Y, and Alhamdulillah, we achieved a very good precision in that. Then the wireless communication system support to Centaurus Islamabad. This deal is in progress, currently in progress. Inshallah, we will achieve it. Then vehicle tracking and reporting for crops, Pakistan Army. This is a project which we did with Pakistan Army. This is offline tracking. Their requirement was that there shouldn't be any Wi-Fi involved. There shouldn't be any GSM signal involved, and then they needed the vehicle tracking and reporting system, so we did that for them. Then technical and IT support to Kainat Travel Islamabad. We are providing the technical support to Kainat Travel. This includes their software on which they are doing ticket booking. and other things which are required for their technical system. For example, MOD, which is movie on demand. Then COVID-19 detection kits, that is what we did recently. Those are touchless hand. Basically, these are touchless. You just need to put your hand not over anything, but while you're passing through the pathway, there are sensors, and when you pass through the sensor, you just need to raise a hand to certain limit at a certain distance, that's to a few centimeter, and then there's a big LCD in front of you which will detect and let you know your temperature. This is on temperature based, and the best thing is that it will keep a record of you. And we integrated RFID identity to this too, so if you need it for identification that whose temperature is that, they just tap their card for the entry, and then they place their hand above that of course sensor, heat sensing sensor, and then the temperature has been recorded as against their record or against their ID. That is installed in E8 Islamabad, Pakistan Navy. Then COVID-19 detection kits we donated to DC office Faisalabad. We also donated them to Allied Hospital Faisalabad. Of course, we had a contract with them. Then air quality index AQI. That is what we are working on. Currently, we are working on this thing too. We have AQI installed in Faisalabad, Lahore, and some other places. But we are making a cloud for that so that everyone can share that data and can utilize it. This is for weather departments basically. Then home automation to GS Builder. GS Builder is working in Faisalabad as a constructor company, and we have provided home automation service to many of their projects. Then home automation for paralyzed using EEG headset. This is basically for paralyzed people. They can use their EEG signal, or they can use their meditation level and their attention level to turn on or off electrical appliances. This is very basic theme on which we work is that the technology should be affordable. It shouldn't be like out of reach for poor people, or it shouldn't be like too much expensive that the people can only dream about that. No, our products are not that much expensive. For example, the home automation for paralyzed using EEG headset, it costs 50,000 for two switches, and including the headset, and paralyzed patient just need to think, and if while thinking he can turn on or off the electrical appliances. Okay, now moving toward the basic thing which we wanted to discuss in this presentation, that's basically bringing artificial intelligence to the products. So we were working on it because, of course, artificial intelligence is something which is, we can say that a future is of artificial intelligence. Though to some certain we are not too much into artificial intelligence, because too much use of artificial intelligence will become lethal or dangerous for people of this world. So we do artificial intelligence to a certain limit. But anyhow, about home automation, the same thing which I discussed before, EEG based home automation for paralyzed people. This is one of our product. RFID based hotel control and management. This is not only hotel control and management. We have also installed RFID control based system in a factory in Faisalabad. What it does is that every unit where work is being done has RFID readers, and every package has a RFID tag. So when a worker or labor complete one task, he complete that he packs that box and put it on the conveyor belt, and then conveyor belt when takes it off, the RFID tag is being read, and then it's sort of automated that they know how many packages have been completed, and which labor did which package. Every labor put his own tag in the package which he completes or she completes, whatever the case is. Then mobile control home automation is very basic. This is not very tough, but yes, we did that too, and we are doing that too. Then NFC based automatic garage door. That is basically when your car is in front of the garage, the garage automatically opens, and then when your car is in, you can manually close the garage, or it will automatically close after a certain time limit. Then location-based home automation control, i.e. turning on AC when you are at a certain distance from reaching your home. This is what we do. Basically, it's installed in your car, and it has a GSM and a GPS module combined. So the GPS module get the location and coordinate. You have set it, of course, you set the coordinates per hour. Because the artificial intelligence is not in this, but we have this feature in our artificial intelligence bot too that we will discuss later. What happened here is that in location based home automation, when you are at a certain distance So you have fixed that distance, of course. So your GSM module send a message to the module in the home, and that receives a message that okay, fine, the customer or the agent is at a certain limit, is at the range. So that turns the relay on off AC or whatever the case, whichever thing you want to be turned on before you are at home. Okay, then multi-platform controlled home automation over the internet. That was because many people complained that okay, we don't have iOS or we don't have Android, or sometimes we have the laptop. So this was platform web-based. Basically, we can say it in easy way. It's web-based home automation control. That's over the internet. Okay, smart mirror. This is our first, device, which was our first step toward AI. Basically, it was used to turn the electrical appliances on or off, scheduling an electrical appliance function, checking an email, listening to your favorite song, checking weather, searching something on web. And now you might be thinking that these are the same things which we discussed earlier. So where the AI is basically this is voice controlled. You talk to it, it learns the pattern, voice pattern. It's basically chatbot type thing. Not chatbot like this is something like to which you can talk. So let's have a small demo of Smart Mirror.
Smart mirror, what's the current weather?
Currently in Faisalabad, it's 13 degrees Celsius and clear. The forecast tonight is 11 and clear.
Smart mirror, tell me a joke.
I once fell in love with an encyclopedia. I was completely infatuated.
Smart mirror, in the end, on YouTube.
YouTube has this result.
Smart mirror, smart mirror, you are great.
Thanks.
Smart mirror, what can you do?
So this was the testing of mirror. We were doing it now in much more difficult form, and also a form in which control electrical appliances through it. You can turn on the lamp and can let you know any electrical appliance and let you know the of that device too. Okay, so moving toward bot one, we named it bot one. That's basically an innovation in the home automation using artificial intelligence. Okay, now what can bot one do? You can talk to it, same like you did to smart mirror. You can write it using text message or something like that. You can give it command using a mobile app that could be iOS based or Android based, or if there is some other uh, development tool or operating system that could also work on that. You can give or schedule command using internet anywhere in the world. Okay, now talking about the functions and technical details of botman, that how or what are the functions botman can perform, and how will it do that. I will let you know some of the technical details so that you don't think that this is something which I am dreaming or someone is dreaming. It's not like the dream, it can be put into the reality, and we are currently working on this thing. And yes, this is the artificial intelligence, or at least we name it artificial intelligence, because what it is doing, it is remembering, it is getting the feedback, it's using the algos, multiple algos to perform the multiple tasks. And yes, of course, it used a combination of multiple input sensors and multiple output sensors, multiple input devices, multiple output devices. Okay, so first thing first, when you wake up, say good morning, bot one, and it will respond you with good morning and will open the curtains for you. And if you don't like, just say it, and it will remember your preference and will not open the curtain. So it's something, it's a basic feature that when you wake up, of course, there will be multiple microphones in your home at multiple places. and every microphone has its own identity. So the bot one knows that from which microphone I am receiving the data. Noise cancellation will be there, so that bot one knows when there is something which is noise and not a command for that. And yes, you can rename bot one to any name you want, but for that it will require some sort of learning. You will have to repeat the name again and again so that bot one can respond you again and again. It takes some time to remember the patterns, of course. And then next thing is that when you wake up, you say good morning bot one. And yes, saying bot one before the command or after the command, that is very important, because this is the trigger word which will trigger the function of bot one. So normally you will have to say bot one good morning. It's just written vice versa, it's good morning bot one. It's better to say bot one good morning, because this is the pattern which it will remember easily in the start. Later on you can go on with good morning bot one too, and then it will respond back to you. It will say good morning and it will automatically open the curtains of your room. Now it's not very tough to do that. Of course, Botman will have a CPU, or you can say a brain in your home, where all the wirings will be going in, which will be or wirelessly connected with each and every sensor, input sensor, and of course output relays. There will be a motor on the curtains with a relay, and that relay will be activated, so the curtain will be open. So it's not some sort of rocket science. It's just when it will recognize the command, it will do that. But here comes the funny thing, or not the funny thing, but the best thing. You don't like the curtains to be opened when you are up in the morning, so just say it that I don't like the curtains to be opened, or please turn the curtains off, or close the curtains, whatever the command you want it to say. So what it will do, it will close the curtains for you. Now this is also not a tough thing to do. It will remember your choice, it will remember your preference. Okay, you don't need the curtains to be opened when you wake up, so it will remember that, and it will not open the curtains until you ask bot one to open it again. Okay, now you love cloudy weather and are choosy to when to open the curtain and when to not. No issues. Bot one is smart enough. Just tell him you like cloudy weather and it will only open the curtain when it is cloudy. Okay, so you like sunshine in winter and cloudy in summer. You can just tell bot one and it will do that for you. Now this is also possible. Uh, why I'm saying it's possible, because I will explain the logic behind it, how this thing will work. So it's like basically you have weather control. Bot one will for sure be connected with the internet, and weather information will be shared via internet to the bot one. Bot one will know the location where it is placed. Of course, it will have a GPS installed in it, and when the bot one, you just need to say, just need to tell the bot one, because it's like your personal assistant. You need to train them first. You will need to tell them, okay, fine, I like bot one, I like cloudy weather. Whenever it is cloudy, please open the curtain. So whenever bot one find the cloudy weather, it will open the curtain, even if it's night time. So you will have to let know bot one, okay, bot one, just open the curtain when it is cloudy in the morning time. So it will open the curtain in the morning time. But you want different schedule for different weathers or different climate changes or different seasons, you can tell bot one that too. You can say, okay, bot one, in winter just just open the curtains when it is sunshine. In summer, just open the curtain in the morning time when it is cloudy. And bot one will remember that and will follow your instructions. Next thing is the next function which botman can perform is when you wake up and you are administrator of the house. And this is very important, you need to be the administrator of house, and botman will remember your voice patterns, of course, and want to know the status of few things, just tell it once and it will remember. After good morning, it will tell you the status of emails, any phone call you missed while you were sleeping, current weather condition, and meeting schedule for the day. Now, this is very important schedule. This is very important feature. You wake up in the morning, you have your system ready, you say good morning bot one, or bot one good morning, and bot one will let you know what are your emails, bot one will let you know what are your schedules, bot one will let you know any important thing or any phone call you have missed, the weather condition, and we are trying to integrate it with health applications too. For example, if we have a smartwatch, It can tell you how much you slept, what were your sleeping patterns, and multiple more things. And that's also very easy, you know, it's not tough. Bot one will be connected with your email, so it will just you know, show the emails you received, and the weather condition. That is because it's connected with the internet, it can fetch the weather condition. If you have scheduled any meeting, so it will let you know. Okay, now you need to you know, tell bot one that these are the things which I needed when I wake up. Okay, now of course in start you need to set up few things. You can set up by talking to it. You can set up things by, you know, using different controls which you might have on the app, and you will have them on the web browser of course, and you can use that too. Okay, not only this, bot1 will tell you the status of your kid, if any, is he awake, is he or she, sorry, is awake, or if your cook is there preparing your breakfast. Now what is this feature and how does this work? You know, you will have to install multiple cameras in your home, of course, and multiple sensors which will detect if anything is passed through it. Now bot1 will use digital image processing, and it will see if your kid is up, and you know, if your kid is up, he or she might be playing, crying, or doing whatever he or she wanted to do. So the camera will detect that this motion and let you know, okay, fine, the kid is up. Now how the botman will know that the kid is exactly up? You will set the camera in the room of kid as the kid camera. So when the camera detect anything, it is very obvious that your kid is up. And if the camera detect any movement, of course, and there will be some IR sensors, of course, which will see if the kid is out of the room or in the room. Because if the kid has crossed past the room, the sensor will detect that thing too. Okay, and then about your cook, there will be a camera in the kitchen which will be saying if there is someone in the kitchen, and it will detect using image processing that are they working or not. Then bot1 knows your alarms and knows that you need to bath after you wake up, so it will turn the water geyser on just on time, so that water is hot when you take bath and electricity is not wasted. So apart from instant geysers, because instant geyser has an issue that they don't store too much water, and if I need to take baths the good hot water, I can't using instant geyser. And the other electric geysers, if I turn them on for the whole night, it's a wastage of electricity, and there are chances of geyser blast too, which has happened in my home, in fact. So basically, when you set up alarm, bot1 knows that okay, fine, it takes 30 minutes and 40 minutes or 40 minutes. That's what you will pre-install the value uh, for the geyser to warm up the temperature. So it will see that the alarm is of 8 a.m. in the morning or 7 a.m. in the morning. So 40 minutes prior, it will turn on the geyser, so that you get your water warm enough when you wake up. And by this way, you save a lot of electricity, by the way. Then bot will have a separate alarm and a to-do list in the servant quarter, and will alert the servant about your schedule on time, so that you don't need to tell your task to the people. Now, this is a very good thing. You have assistant for all. There will be LCD, a small LCD in the servant quarter, and there will be you know, a speaker in the servant quarter, a mic too, if they need to communicate with you. You will let know the bot one, okay, fine, in the morning, ask the cook to wake up by 6 and prepare the food for me by 7. Ask the servant to press my or iron my clothes by 6:30 a.m. in the morning. All these details will be stored and will be displayed on the to-do list of your servant quarter. Now the alarm for servant quarter will turn on accordingly. It will wake up the servant or the cook prior the time the alarm will be you know, rang, and they have to wake up, of course, when there's alarm. And the to-do list will be shared with your servants one night before, so that you don't need to tell them what you need to do on a single-handed. You don't need to tell everyone that okay, fine, you need to press my clothes at this time, you need to cook my food this time. Bot one will do it for you. Excuse me. Okay. Bot one can connect to your car and will inform you about the status of your car and tell you if your car is ready or need maintenance. That's basically it will do using OBD. That's in the that's almost in every car now because every car is computerized now, EFA controlled car. That's onboard diagnostic that can be connected via Bluetooth to your bot1, and it will get the sensor report, it will analyze it and let you know. Bot1 is smart enough to set the room temperature to moderate and efficient enough to turn off the electrical appliances if there is no need of them. So bot1 will see what it is the temperature outside and will adjust the inside room temperature according to that. Set that hot in hot in winter and cold in summer or something like that. And it will sense if there is no one in the room, it will turn off the electrical appliances to save the electricity, of course. Okay, you need to be somewhere. Just tell botman. It will tell you when it will give you the best route and the best time to be there or to leave from your home. Botman will use Google API to analyze the traffic on the route and will let you know, okay, fine, now is the time to leave your home so that you can be on your place on the perfect time. Okay, still not happy? Okay, Botman will remember your choices of people you allow in your place. So that this is very important. And will inform you when they are at your door and will open the door for them if you allow it. If for example, if there is someone, if there's some servant and I allow him or her every day to enter my home, so botman will use digital image processing, and whenever they are in front of the door will automatically open for them, and of course I will get a notification. Okay, botman will know the people because you will let botman know that who are the people who live in the home. So botman will always open the door for them automatically. Of course, it will be done by digital image processing. Okay, now the botman knows when you will back and it will open the garage for you when your car is there and will adjust the room temperature of home before you are back. Now this system use AI. How every system in this botman uses AI, but I have discussed the same thing in home or simple home automation too. But that was trigger that was location based. If you have crossed that location, the thing appliances will be turned on. It will not see if you have been stopping there for like 2 hour or 3 hour or 4 hour. If you are at that position for 4 hour, the appliance will be on unless until you manually turn it off via app. But what one will see if you're continuously moving and your estimated time of arrival is less or is like 20 minutes or 30 minutes and you're moving, only then it will turn on the room temperature, the electrical appliance to set the room temperature, AC, air conditioning. It will only on the air conditioning at that scenario. Otherwise, it will turn it off. It will see your pattern that are you making a stop somewhere uh, or you are moving toward your home. That will be done by a GPS. There will be a GPS in your car that will send notification to the botman, which will see and analyze the data. That's all for botman. I hope you liked it, and inshallah it will be soon in the market available for the customers. If you have any query about botman, please feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.